I know most of you here were not here at the beginning of my decluttering journey, specifically here in the basement. But I want to tell you, what you see here today is nothing compared. There have been countless trips to the dump, countless trips to Goodwill, 2 dumpsters. 3 of my kids have, 3 out of 7 have moved out since the decluttering started. 4 kids total have moved out and 3 live at home. So, oh my goodness, have we gotten rid of stuff. And that is to say, I'm 59 years old. And I do not have the energy that I even had when I started, what, 3 years ago? So if you are in your 50s, even in your 40s too, I'm telling you, no matter what age you're at, you'll save so much energy if you start paring down now. Oh my goodness. If you could just set aside 20 minutes, half an hour, whether that's a day or a week, depends on your schedule and what you can do. But trust me, you will not regret it. Oh, I can't even imagine if I was staring all that down. I can't imagine, actually. It'd be pretty bad. I'd probably just, well, see, I'd want to get rid of it all, but you can't get rid of other people's stuff. Meh, there lies the problem. Anyway, I have the full playlist. You can go back to the beginning. Oh, what a difference. So today I am working on this shelf. And way back, I always said this decluttering is like peeling an onion. You got to do the outside layer first. And then that's the stuff that's like trash. It's the easy stuff to get rid of. It's the stuff that's all your decision. And you work your way down to the center of the onion. So this, in my opinion, I am down to the center of the onion. And even one of you said to me, you realize you are micro-organizing now. And I was like, oh, you're right, I am micro-organizing. Oh my goodness. Before I get into this, what I actually did is I have supper in the crock pot. I'm not going to show you that until we're done decluttering, because I know some of you are here for the decluttering and you're not really interested in my other content. So out of respect for you, when this one is done, then you'll get to see this new recipe. It's a crock pot pulled pork. And from the minute I put it in the crock pot, I was like, oh my goodness, this smells so good. I am going to love it. And I'm super excited to eat it. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into this declutter. Every time I do a declutter, I always think, oh no, what if I don't have anything to declutter, right? And every time I find stuff. But this time, there is one item I have had my eye on when I did the last time's yard declutter. That video, you can go back and see, it's the one declutter before this one. And that is the pillows up there. I have throw pillows currently for spring that are on my couches and on my bed. And so other than a couple of pillows up there, for example, if I bought an insert, or if it is an insert from my blue, I have these love seats that turn into twin beds. I'll keep those and I'll switch them out when I'm ready to switch out the pillowcases for the season, and I'll get rid of the insert that's currently in them because I know I have some old ones that are kind of like flat, and I would replace them with the better ones. Other than that, the brown throw pillows are definitely going. So I pulled over this table where I've been doing my photo declutter. I have a bag for stuff that's going to Goodwill. I can get a bag if I end up having trash. And then if you happen to see the 2 cat boxes, please rest assured, because I knew you were coming over to my house, I scooped these like 5 minutes ago so that there'd be nothing gross in them for you to see. And that is just a little disclaimer for any of you that don't have cats. Let me know, do you have cats and it would still gross you out? It wouldn't really bother me, I gotta say. First things first, I'm gonna pull everything down from here. I am excited to get rid of some, oh, a fall one I forgot about. Here we go. Okay, this one is cream. I have used this in the past, but I really feel like I can let it go. I really need to minimize. Minimize. You know, I'm always preaching it to everyone else, and then when I see something of mine, I need to make sure I'm always willing. But I'm not really into cream. If something has a cream background but other colors, yes. But I know that I would probably have a white best friend. Okay. And this I bought last year. This I will definitely keep. And we're going to go through the fall decor. Am I ready to decorate for fall? No, definitely not. Maybe. Now watch. I will be maybe in a couple weeks. But even then, I am sick of some of my spring, summer stuff. But I don't really want to start fall yet. Sorry, that's really loud. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. I don't remember. Is this an insert I bought, or does it go to the blue couches? Either way, I'm going to keep this one. And then I'm definitely getting rid of this. And then I'm keeping this. It goes with the bedspread that I use in the fall in my bedroom, as does this that fell on the floor. I love this. I got it on Amazon. And then these two. This is what I'm talking about. These came with the couch that is in our office that I got at like a Bob's Furniture. It's a janky couch, but we keep it because we kind of need it. It's pretty comfortable. It's just low to the floor when you sit on it. It's not the worst. It's definitely not the best. So these can go to Goodwill and someone else can use them. And then I know I'm going to have, well, I know one of the ones upstairs I'll switch out with this insert, and it will also go to Goodwill because I know it will look just like that. So that bag is full. That was pretty easy. I kind of knew I was going to do that. All right, so now I just have the 4 of these to store. Next, I'm going to go through my box of fall decor because that's the next season. So much noise. And, okay, so I don't have a ton. I don't think anyways. Oh yeah, here we are. Ugh. I might not get rid of anything, but the less I get rid of, the less I buy, right? This is a good chance for me to show you what I have for fall decor. So you saw the pillow up there. I got that at Dollar General. This, my daughter Rachel got for me. It's Anne of Green Gables. I'm so glad I live in a world where there are Octobers. I love that so much. So that's seasonal. I could keep it up all year. Okay, so I have this I got at Dollar General. Yvonne and I went shopping there. This is our fall shower curtain. Definitely keeping that. Now, in the event we get our bathroom finished, I bet a lot of you didn't even know I was doing the bathroom because you came since we were working on the bathroom. Talk about a huge stall, like the whole summer stall. Okay, these came from my daughters. Definitely keeping these. I love these so much. I'm always like, that's me. And this is Mr. Mainer. I mean, come on. These are so cute. I can't help it. Let's see. Why do I have these pens? These are little green markers. Why? They must have come with the, I have these for pumpkin decorating. We do use these, so we should keep these. Autumn is my favorite color. I like this. I hate the handle. So before anyone sees it, I'm gonna get rid of this. Look at me getting rid of something. I didn't think I would get rid of any fall decor. I know, Yvonne, I like the whole autumn is my favorite color. I really, really, really hate that handle. I love my birds. I'm thinking probably Yvonne bought me that. She loves to buy decor. Oh, and then I have this Bath & Body Works plug-in. I actually need to get some of the scents for these because I do love them and I have a ton of them. She's really outfitted me, but I just never buy the scents that go in them. Okay, this is very pretty. It'll probably go on my sideboard. So definitely keeping that. So honestly thinking I don't need to buy any fall decor. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, so we have these. That's not mine. Can't get rid of it even if I want to. That's Yvonne's. I put it in the fall box because, like one of you said when I was decluttering the coffee cabinet, that it was like one of those clown cars because mugs just kept coming out and out and out. It says, I'm here for the boo. Yes, that's not mine either, so I can't get rid of it. And then this has a chip in it. So that's going. Probably got it at the dollar store, honestly. So that can go. Okay, we're doing good. These, super cute. I wish, like I said, not into cream. But because there's this other color, last year I think I used them on the TV and on the sideboard in the dining room. So I shall keep that. I have two of them. See? Then this with the tea. I'm not in love with this. I'm going to get rid of it. But I shall keep these little, I'm pretty positive I got these at the dollar store. And then this is my fall curtain, which I still love. I've had it for years. I think I still love it because I only hang it, you know, during the fall. So, you know, you can get these valances on Amazon, and so I always change out my kitchen. In fact, I need to find the other kitchen curtain I got at Goodwill because I'm kind of sick of mine now. And then we love this guy. It's the legs for me, honestly. And then I just have tools for carving pumpkins, which I shall keep. I definitely love to do that. And then the pumpkin 5-cent wagon, keep that as well. So that is good. I got rid of a couple of things. Hopefully I can get these all back in the box. Sometimes you take things out and you can't get them back in. Dun, dun, dun. It's my music. La la la. La 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 la. La la. All right. Where's the cover? Here it is. And I think my curtain that I want is actually in the spring, summer. I have decluttered this a couple of times this year, so I do not feel like I need to declutter it. However, I have, see, this is the color blue that we have the love seat, and I need to put it back together. Honestly, now that I said I wasn't going to declutter anything, I am going to get rid of this. It's a bit obnoxious. It's a shower curtain. It's the one I use for spring, but I'm kind of over it already, and I'm doing like a spa, coastal spa look. So I did declutter something from that box, and I said I wouldn't. Oh my goodness, everything counts. So I'm going to do more of a spa look. Now this I actually need to use. Yeah, I need to use this. Use it or lose it. This is 2 shelves, you know, that you can put photos on. I should put them like in my dining room maybe. I'm going to bring those upstairs to use. And so far, not seeing, oh, here's the curtain. So I got this at Goodwill for $2. And I'm kind of sick of the one I have now, the spring one. I kept it up because I have the faux flowers, but it'd be cool to get like a faux vine or to make something with like pine cones, since I'm so into pine cones right now. I'm trying real hard. I don't want to make my whole house pine cones, but all right, so that's good. There's actually extra room in here, which is good because the reason there's extra room I have to remind myself is because I have decor out. So, but I'm not using this decor. Oh, because some of it's blatantly spring. And then I switched out lemon for beach. Yeah, and so that, you know, some of this is very Easter-y. Easter-like. All right, that's good. And I have these labeled, this is spring, summer, and this is fall. So fall encompasses any little stuff I do for Halloween, which, was there anything Halloween in here? I don't think there was. I did see at Michael's, they have the cutest, like cutesy Halloween, not scary at all. Pink and orange, just little happy ghosts and nothing spooky. I actually really loved it, to be honest with you. So I don't know if I'll get some stuff at Michael's or not. Depends on how long I can stay away. I don't even know why I'm in this box. I guess I'm just doing a quick check. Oh. Yeah. I see something that I could see myself not liking. Actually, I've used this for a few years now. I'm kind of over it. But am I going to be mad at myself if I get rid of it? I don't think so. When in doubt, toss it out, right? So I'm going to get rid of that. Okay, so you see, it's just tweaking. Oh yeah, because now I have this that my friend Kathy got me, which I love, that I'll probably use in place of it. The other thing I could see myself not liking, I use this, oh, I know, I kept the tree up for Valentine's Day. This came from the Dollar Tree. Now, I could see myself using these around the house, but this, to me, now, I'm like, this is gaudy looking. Please don't take offense if you have it. Plus, it came from the dollar store. If I really want to pay $1.25 and get it again, like, I think I would use this again. This is cute, right? This, but I don't think I'm going to use this again. La, la, la. I feel so good. See what I mean? Like, I always think, oh no, what if I have nothing to declutter? And then, lo and behold, I do have something to declutter. More than, oh, this is a bird. I can tell by feeling it. Okay. Not getting rid of any of my birds. All right, so this can also go in the Goodwill bag, which hopefully we shall get there. And oh, you know what? I actually might be near it tomorrow. So I'm going to ask my husband if he would help me fill the car. That makes me happy. Okay. So the rest is staying. Oh, she's feeling good now. Again, I just did crafts a few months ago, but it never hurts to look. Oh, this should go with storm stuff. Should it go with storm stuff? Oh, I had it in here because it's a craft. Okay, it's not good. Ooh, these I'll definitely use. My cookie cutters, because now I'm only 4 hours with my grandchildren. I can make Christmas cookies with them every year. Some of this stuff I keep in case my daughter needs it for a school project. There's some hole punch in here, glue. Oh, I did just get, well, sometimes we're crafting together, so I should keep these. A few glue sticks. So all I have is hole punch, which is for the Happy Planner. It could happen I could get into playing again. Another hole punch that's a different size. I have some glue sticks, a couple of glue guns. This was a cover for a planner, an 8.5 by 11. I never use it. I'm getting rid of it. I kept it because it's nice. True confessions. And then tissue paper for if you'd like have a gift bag, but this one's dilapidated. We'll just get rid of that. Put it in the trash. No one's going to use it when it's all nasty. I feel like, yeah, it just annoys me when I buy these, honestly. So let's put the cookie cutters back in to use with my grandbabies. And if I can't find them, I'm going to ask you guys where it is. because somebody always remembers. So this isn't even full. Whoops, I dropped a heart. This is not even full. It makes me happy. I do have 2 sewing machines. I'm not getting rid of those. That would upset members of my family. I have this that I sometimes use at Christmas. It's from the Dollar Tree. I have this I definitely use. I put like Christmas balls in it as a centerpiece. And then I have this as well that I know I will use again. So we're keeping those. And then in here I have my vase collection. So I have this. So this, honestly, I go through phases with this. This is a hard one. We use them at Valentine's. Sometimes I might use this with the lemons. The pink and the red go with Valentine's. I could get rid of the purple one. Yeah, I'm going to get rid of the purple. That was actually surprisingly hard. Did you notice? Long, pregnant pause. I am definitely a believer in if you can only get rid of one thing, get rid of one thing. Okay, so I'm going to have to wrap that. Oh, in tissue paper. Wrapping in tissue. Oh, I have a box where I put plant pots that I was getting rid of from my last declutter and it hasn't left the house yet. So I can put it in there. All right. The games, I really need help. I need Yvonne and Ava. They're the ones who would know. Rachel doesn't play games because we have 2 life games. We must have 3 Monopoly, but they're different types of Monopoly. I think I've gone through these enough that, like, there's some. Ooh, I see one that never got opened that we got for a Christmas present. I'm not going to show it, but I'm going to get rid of it. Okay, but I honestly, I'm always thinking, oh, we could get rid of that. Okay, this actually, we do have some movies we can get rid of. My husband, actually, I would need help with this too, because they would go to different kids who would want them. Possibly Glory Road. I'm going to ask my husband about Glory Road. Here's what we have, okay? What About Bob? Have you ever seen this? So funny. Secret Life of Walter Mitty, one of my favorite movies of all time. You Again, and again, a family favorite. Elf, we watch this every year. How the Grinch Stole Christmas, we watch that every year. Mom's Night Out, what a hoot. Okay, I have 3 of the Lord of the Rings, and I know Crecia will want those. I'm tempted to just go ahead and put them in her box, but if she comes to visit for Christmas, it's probably coming out. Charlie Brown Christmas, we watch at Christmas time. And then I can ask Rachel about these. She has some old ones. Bye Bye Birdie, Gigi, and How to Steal a Million. So I'm going to ask her about those. We have Narnia. We're keeping Narnia. I feel like I could get rid of Facing the Giants. We have not watched that in so many years. So I'm going to ask my husband. Keeping Narnia. Lightning Thief. That's one the kids like. Percy Jackson. Sea of Monsters. What was this one? Percy Jackson. Lightning Thief. Oh, so, okay. Those come out when the kids are all home. Oh, Muppets Christmas. That's another classic. Can't get rid of that. Do we even have a DVD? Yeah, we do have a DVD. I'm always asking my husband, do we have a DVD player? St. John in Exile. I'm going to ask him about that. Case for Christ by the Lee Strobel one. Star Wars, we got to keep that, or Crecia won't be so sad. And the Visual Bible, Matthew and Acts. I'm going to ask my husband about these. So these I'm going to ask before I get rid of. Oh man, I am hot, hot, hot. But I could put, if that, I get rid of those, I could even put these in, can't talk. If I get rid of the ones I'm looking at, even some of them, because this is loose. See, that's loose. Another thumbnail opportunity. Ha! So cringy. Then I could get a smaller box for these, which is a happy day. So you see how doable this was? This was like a tweak. Oh, and this is like stocking stuffers. They were like on sale last year, so I thought when the girls had girlfriends that had birthdays, we'd be using them. It's like foot peel mask, a bracelet. What are these? Exfoliating mitts that you use in the shower. So they could be stocking stuffers. They could be gifts. There's a face mask in here. There's this headband that you use when you put in your makeup. Honestly, my granddaughter Loie might like that. So I've kept it here. Have you started Christmas shopping yet? I have, actually. I bought a t-shirt for somebody. I was at the lavender fair and I saw a graphic tee I thought somebody would like, and so I snagged it. But I would like to really start shopping a little bit every month, because if I'm going to have my whole family here, 7 kids, 3 grandchildren, 3 daughter-in-laws, I need to start now. Okay, so these are going upstairs so I can ask people. And then they'll just come back down if we're keeping them. I feel so good about this. I got rid of this whole trash bag, plus this vase, which is going in a box. That's good. And I feel like here, okay, so I would call this declutter. This is done. Some of these boxes were already what I would consider done. And then, you know, at least once a year when I'm taking out decor, putting it back, that sort of thing. I like my kids to go through things once a year. The crafts definitely going to go through. Like Ava is graduating high school this year, and so then everyone's graduated school, and I won't keep extra things. I mean, I'll probably keep the glue guns. But anyways, I digress. I actually didn't have much in there, but colored pencils, which I'd probably keep for the kids. I don't know. Either way, you know, you got to go through these once or twice a year and just tweak it. Just go through it and pull out like I just did, whatever, you know. So if you decluttered and you've called it done, do you go back and kind of revisit? Because out of sight, out of mind, and then you don't even remember what you had. So I hope this gave you motivation, inspiration to do a small declutter. It doesn't need to take a ton of time. If you're at the beginning of your journey and you have a storage area, if you could go down and spend 20 minutes filling 1 garbage bag full of trash, or 1 garbage bag or box full of things that could go to Goodwill, that is a start you will never regret, because once you start, you stay. You might have noticed, and I think it was my last grocery haul, that I got this huge 5-pound slab of pork, and I cut it up and froze it. So I'm going to use the first piece tonight in pulled pork sandwiches. So I've got my crock pot out, and I've lined up my ingredients in the order I'm going to use them. One of the reasons I'm doing this is because we had cheeseburgers one night, and I got these keto rolls from Nature's Own. I know Arnold probably makes them too. So it's 1 net carb, but if you're counting carbs, it has 17 grams of carbs, 16 grams of dietary fiber. So some people believe in net carbs, some people don't. I believe in just doing the best I can. So this is 60 calories. The standard roll, which is Ballpark, I think. Yeah, Ballpark brand. It's 150 calories per bun. So whether or not I believe in the whole net carb thing, at least it's less calories. Also, this has 28 grams of carb and less than 1 gram of dietary fiber. So 28 grams of carbs versus 17 grams of carbs. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. All right, so what I've done is I've lined up all of my ingredients in the order I'm going to be putting them in the crock pot, and I have out my little teaspoons and my half cup. The recipe said 3 to 4 pounds of pork, which I think this is a bit lighter, but I'm honestly not worried about it. Chicken broth, they said salt-free or low salt, but mine is just regular. I'm not worried about that.
apple cider vinegar, brown sugar. They said, what is it? Kosher salt. I have regular salt. I really need to get some kosher salt someday. Garlic powder, onion powder, smoked paprika, which if you don't like smoked paprika, you could always substitute regular paprika, but it will give it that kind of smoky barbecue flavor. Ground mustard, ground cumin, and black pepper.
Some people like to top theirs with barbecue sauce. There are low sugar barbecue sauces out there that are really good, or coleslaw, but I'm not worried about that right now. We're just going to get through this, and if I make more coleslaw, I make it. If I don't, I don't. And I think it's plenty of seasoning for me. I don't feel like I need barbecue sauce. Did I say it called for cayenne pepper? It did call for cayenne pepper too. Let me show you how much. 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper, or to taste. I will let anyone individually put it on their sandwich because I have a sensitivity to cayenne pepper, so I don't add it to anything. And even times when I haven't had the worst of all reactions, at the very least, I have like the worst heartburn on the planet, so I don't use it. And at the very worst, it's stomach flu for a couple of days feeling, so we don't do cayenne pepper. To the pork, I'm going to add a 1/2 cup of chicken broth. And always remember that you put cold ingredients in a cold crock pot, hot ingredients in a hot crock pot. That way you don't have to worry about cracking your crock pot. And then 1/3 of a cup, wow, that's a lot. 1/3 of a cup of apple cider vinegar. I guess that's going on the grocery list. 1/3 of a cup. That probably breaks it down and tenderizes it. And then 3 teaspoons of salt, which, why don't they just say a tablespoon? Because we all know that 3 teaspoons is a tablespoon. So 1 tablespoon of salt and 2 teaspoons of garlic powder, which also needs to go on my list. 1, 2. Teaspoons of onion powder. 1, 2. I have a feeling this would be good with a piece of cheese on top too when you serve it. Or Parmesan cheese. Alright, put the salt away, then I know I used it. Then 2 teaspoons of smoked paprika. 1, 2. I like smoked paprika because to me it kind of has a bacony flavor, which is good. 2 teaspoons of ground mustard. If you didn't have ground mustard, you could get a squirt or so of, regular yellow mustard. Let's see. What did I say? 2 teaspoons. I'm gonna stir this up a little so it'll come out. 1, 2. And then 1 teaspoon of cumin. Cumin is definitely a staple in our house. And then 1 teaspoon of black pepper. I'm probably going to do like a 1/2 teaspoon because honestly, for my family, when it comes to black pepper, less is more. We're not huge black pepper people. Is that it? That's it. Wow, that was easy. Now, I'm going to stir it up a bit just to get the ingredients together. And then when the pork renders more and adds more juice, I'll stir it again just to get any
flavoring off the side. If I had to do it again, I would probably, instead of directly putting it in the crock pot, I would do it in a little bowl, whisk it, and then pour it in there, but it'll be fine. So this is what it looks like, and I'm just going to put the top on it and put it on high. We're going to cook it to death, and then we're going to shred that pork. Okay, it's on high. It's so quiet, like I'm expecting a beep or something that I often think I haven't actually turned it on.
Here's what it looks like, and it's between 3 and 3:30. Ooh, here we go, steaming up my camera. What I really want to do is cut it up because I want it like laying in the sauce.
I had it on high this whole time, but I believe once I cut it up, I will be good to put it on low. As it's cooked through. Now it's more about getting the juiciness. Maybe it's ready to pull apart. I think it is. This makes me way happier, and now I can turn it on low. Probably in another hour, I will go ahead and put it on warm. Keep warm. But for now, low is
Here
good.
is our supper, and our honest review was the pork was too salty. So back way up on that salt. It could have been my pork, not sure. But other than that, it was very tasty.
So remember, as always, God loves you, and I love you too, and I can't wait to see you next time.